What up, y'all?
We're here.
It's Sunday Star War time.
Yeah.
I got this here Chancellor Palpatine Data Vault deck.
I'm gonna try out this Obi Wan yellow force deck that I saw from some tournament on competitive SWU.
This is also from some tournament on competitive SWU, to be fair.
Well, I think the Palpatine's probably the natural way to end up after Iden.
This is probably the control deck now.
Yeah, it's the control deck that beats the other control decks, right? Mm-hmm. The thing with Iden is Iden's designed to beat aggro, but most of the time when I saw Iden in action, Iden would gain maybe 2 life a game, and I don't know if that's enough to justify her existence.
We should probably try Kira Red at some point too, because Kira Red's probably pretty decent. We did see Law's Time Spoilers. They're pretty exciting.
Yeah. Multiple aspects. That's just a natural place for the game to end up. I think you have to. Thank you for that 9 months of support there, Noah.
Stream baby.
It's just a natural place for the game design to go to.
Yeah, I always expected that to happen. I was saying to Nathan, I'm surprised that it took them 7, or I was surprised they held themselves back from doing that for 6 sets.
But they've been very reserved with a lot of mechanics that I think they could have pushed a little bit further than they have.
I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, because it's future state of the game. You can go to those places.
Yeah, we could be playing Magic if we wanted to worry about.
Just be real careful about scope creep and about complexity creep. That's the number one thing that makes me hate a game that I loved before, is that when complexity is just every single card's a book. The game states are so complicated that you're dealing with 16 triggers every time something happens.
Why we play Star Wars on stream and not Keyforge right now. Sorry to the Keyforge fans, but that's part of the reason why, is that the scope and complexity of an average Keyforge game from the last several sets that we've played on stream has just been miserable.
Yeah, and then if Star Wars gets to that point, I will stop playing it. It doesn't. The game stopped being fun to me when it's.
I actually think that the stats are engineered in such a way where the game is pretty fast and violent for the most part. I mean, it would be hard. I know you're playing a control deck, but there's not really that many control decks in the game. They fit in a very narrow band. And once you know that you're playing against a control deck, there's a specific way to play that maximizes your chances of winning.
In Star Wars 2, the action-to-action system makes that less likely to happen. The problem is when you would have a lot of things that are triggering, or static effects to remember. Yeah. That's where I could see it happening in Star Wars.
I mean, virtually the leaders that we misplay are the static effect ones typically, right?
Yeah.
It was your Gar and Krennic were probably the most guilty of that on stream,
forgot an image or something.
Yeah, just because their effect was static. Honestly, we've probably seen some of the most complicated board states that we've seen in the game with this set so far, but that's just
tokens and stuff.
Sheer number of units.
But even with all that stuff, you don't really get overwhelmed by the sheer number of units the way you might do in Magic, because in Magic you're calculating, should I attack here because my 7 units.
My worst unit.
How's my opponent going to block?
My worst unit that can get through So we played for card game Necromancy. We played Warhammer Conquest, Warhammer 40k Conquest, and Warhammer 40k Conquest would occasionally, the game would come down to maybe 2 or 3 really impactful fights. And you might have one where everybody has all of their units there, and those fights were hard to unravel. But that was another one of those I take an action, you take an action thing, right?
Yeah.
So you would think for a long time before you take your first action, because depending on how you take those action, depending on what action you choose, you could win or lose the combat because you just chose the wrong way for it to resolve. So. Nimic and Amidala, Nimic and Amidala do a lot of work.
Apparently, regular Nimics were just sold out. Just not special editions, just the normal one, because it's in so many decks right now.
Yeah,
they're just sold out on TCG Player.
Yeah, I don't mind saying that I thought that I was really wrong in that. Now I haven't seen any Sith acolytes.
To be fair, when you brought up that character in our video, you were this is just a 3/2 as an example of the character. You didn't necessarily think it was bad. And I think you hadn't realized the Spy comes into play ready yet.
So, but we ain't seen any Sith acolytes is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, we'll call that one a half
I don't really
right,
think
half
we'll be
wrong.
seeing a Sith acolyte.
Yeah.
So it's a teen list. Been good at keeping Chirrut, Typho, Obi, Sentinels alive. Cool.
6 and 11. I guess I'll take initiative. I don't think it matters. Typically, the way these like a lot of times these control decks work is okay. Yeah. All right. We'll put that down there, and then we'll put. I actually think that might be my win con, so I don't think I can resource that. I guess I resource this. Okay. I am going to play the Youngling Padawan. Where it was? Here we go. Here's the Force token.
I'll take the shift.
Sorry, I haven't gotten the Force token.
They've been sitting over there.
So if I Obi Wan this Youngling Padawan is toast. So so I'm not going to use the Obi Wan ability here. I'm just going to pass.
Power of the dark side.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to play the Jedi Counselor.
Take initiative.
I will pass. Once again, no reason to buff a unit that is not likely to stick around. What of you do I resource? I guess I resource you. Okay.
Blue-green villain player is going to need some serious therapy when Power of the Dark Side is gone. Maybe they'll reprint it next up. I'll play Sly more.
Okay. I am...
Seems unlikely though, right? Even with the theme in the set.
I'm going to play an Obi Wan Kenobi.
I'll take initiative.
I'm going to use Obi Wan Kenobi on Obi Wan Kenobi. Actually, I think it's here. I think that makes more sense. And then I'm going to attack you for 2 and get the Force back.
Okay. It's -2, -0.
Oh, that made less sense. I'll buff him.
Okay.
All right, I'll pass. Actually, I suspect that card is my win con.
All no glory, only results.
Space Leia.
I'll attack the Chancellor.
I'm gonna deploy Obi Wan.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna use Space Leia. My units have +2/+2 for this phase. And then Obi Wan is gonna hit you for 5. And I will buff the Counselor. And then the Counselor is gonna hit you for 4. And I have the Force back, and I am going to pass.
Oh, Rivals Fall, everyone.
I am going to Plo Sly.
I'll take initiative.
I'm gonna hit you for 5, and then 2. And then I'm going to pass. What are you growling at?
Ooh. Whoa.
What's all the growling for?
I'll take down Plo. Whoa.
I'm going to hit you for 5.
I'll use Palpatine. Well, okay. Let me just show you the cards that I need.
And set 1 May 2024 money, that was like $120 worth of cards.
Yeah, that's my Hyperfoil Devastator too.
Okay. I am going to Maz the Counselor into you for 4.
Take initiative.
Oh, my Obi Wan. I could have snuck an extra damage in there. I'll press. Oh, there we go. That's the type of crap I'm on. Because Leia's done most of the damage.
Alright, I guess it's to play Palp time. I'll show you this thing and this thing. I'll play this for 1, 2, 3. And then I'll play this Palp for 3. Use buys. I did not get a replacement.
The Maz will fight a spy.
I'll fight Leia.
I'm going to fight a spy.
I'll take initiative.
I'm going to sneak attack. Kelleran. A 3 less, so I can pay him for 4. I wonder if I'm just supposed to play Kelleran. As opposed to sneak attacking him, but I kind of want that. I want that shit out of there. Okay,
because you could like rip Leia here with him.
I've drawn all of the Leias, so. Oh, but no.
I like the sneak attack because you have 2 extra resources to spend on whatever, right?
Well, we can sneak attack as a Plo.
Yeah.
And that'll. And so we'll ambush him in. Take out the dogmatic.
I'm just dead. Well, no, I'm not quite dead. I am dead because of Obi Wan.
Yeah, and then like a buff. And then
All right, let me try this again. I think I need to not mill 2 super laser blasts.
The YouTube comments are already prepping the.
Justice not going to control
Justice playing control deck again. Look at it. Won't use his removal and efficient pattern.
That's what you sound like.
That's what you sound like. YouTube comments. That's what you sound like.
I just gotta get the hang of it, okay? This is certainly a deck that you need reps with.
This deck is cool.
Be comfortable with it. I do like that deck. I wanted to play that deck.
This deck is cool.
I like the sneak attack stuff you can do in there.
So you can sneak attack Leia, and I think that's like you have surprise strike. So I think if you get to 6 resources and you have sneak attack, surprise strike, and Leia in your hand, I think a lot of decks just die right there. So Mickey Mouse,
he's the #1 hater.
Michael Mouse and his friend Goonie.
Goonie?
Yeah.
What's Goonie up to? What's Goonie get into on the weekends?
So it's a comic book called Michael Mouse.
Oh.
I think it may have been sued into oblivion. I don't know, but yeah, and it's like a crime caper. Michael Mouse and his friend Goonie, and I can't remember what Donald Duck's alter ego is in that, but there's this hilarious sequence of panels like midway through the book when like the heist goes bad and Goonie gets shot in the chest and he looks like Goofy, okay? So he's just like, he falls over and it's 8 panels, 9 panels in a row on the page of him just bleeding out on the floor as you see like feet running around him, as like you could tell like the scuffle goes from there and stuff. Like, it's funny. It's that we don't make spoofs the way we used to. We don't make satire the way we used to. I'll tell you that.
Everything is like kind of satire itself.
Yeah, right. A lot of stuff
right.
Yeah,
like all the Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
all the Marvel media. Oh, Mulligan. Reality has made satire pretty difficult. Yeah, that's not wrong. And just the internet in general.
I think I have too many events for this hand to be good. This hand might be like fringe playable. It might be fringe playable, but I think I have too many events. I don't want Surprise Strike in the opening hand. I want Surprise Strike. I want to be able to like sandbag a Surprise Strike much later in the game, right? Like. I think this deck's like the weak point of this deck. I think is its 2-drops. Okay, well, I guess you have to go.
Use Palpatine. Okay, I'll choose nothing.
I'll play the Youngling.
Take initiative.
I'll pass. Okay.
Pots. Pods.
Blue leader.
Take initiative.
Pass.
I'll resupply.
Oh, Obi Wan, blue leader.
Use Palp. All right. Dodge, choose nothing. All right. A lot of misses on this here Palp ability.
I can't watch this channel while Justin plays Control and whiffs time after time.
Gosh. I'm gonna put Annie in blue leader.
I'll take initiative.
I'm gonna hit you for 6, and then I'm gonna put Annie back into my hand, and then I'm gonna play Annie, and then I'll pass. It's so hard to resource against Control because I want it all. Like all these cards are they can all do things. Big Bear doing things. Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? I think it's you. Okay.
All vigilance and defeat Annie in heal 5. Has there ever been a meta double blue deck?
Double blue Iden, vaguely. Yeah, I'm gonna deploy Obi Wan.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna hit you for 4. Obi Wan's picking up a General's Blade. It's back, baby. I'm gonna hit you for 6. And
You have XP.
it has to be something without an XP token.
Oh, okay.
To another unit without an XP token on it. I'm gonna play Vera Nestra for 1. I'll use the Force to ready her, and then I'm gonna hit you for 3. This deck can crank some damage. I'll give it that. This deck can straight up crank it.
Entrenched.
On Obi Wan, I'm going to hit you for 4.
All no glory Venestra.
I'll take initiative.
Okay.
We'll surprise strike you for 7 with blue leader.
Pass.
Don't take initiative.
Okay.
The YouTube
Right.
comments are not gonna like that. YouTube comments are not gonna like that. I don't think.
Stop egging them on.
I'll attack you for 4.
Play Avenger.
So that has to be blue leader. Sneak attack. Kellerin Beck. Kellerin Beck. I guess I'll go get Space Leia.
I guess if I deploy, then I'm dead to claim. So, yep.
Because you can play the Palpatine for free.
To stop those, but then you just like claim and then kill me with Leia.
Yeah. Well, Leia can't attack, right? I have to.
She isn't ready. Okay,
I have to move her to the ground arena. It's yours.
But you could do that.
Obi Wan can kill a spy.
Killer and kill a spy.
Killer can kill a spy. I think that was a premature scoop, but
I don't necessarily think so. But I think the game was bungled before that.
Sneak attack Kellerin. Is this deck the best deck to sneak attack Kellerin? And I think that's the question, because I do think sneak attack Kellerin is like a way to end games
With Maz?
Yeah, well, you can get. I mean, there's like you can blue leader if you got enough resources to kill something that's in the way, to kill like a sentinel. Sneak attack. Kellerin hit Leia with enough resources. He hits for 9.
I actually had no way to kill that blue leader. Like, I had no cards to deal with it. So
I was wondering. I buffed it because I was like I could get a resource, and then
I fell a dragon. I couldn't kill it without
yeah,
that, right?
Yeah.
So
my goal was to get things to 4. That's like that's why that Boba Fett Data Vault has like a solid matchup into Iden, because you're like
the 4/6.
You just keep playing 4 power space units, Ruthless Raider, stuff like that. Like they only have 3 no glories. Like they could no glory you like 3 turns in a row, and you'd still get your damage in.
Right.
Through like Ruthless Raiders coming into play, and you don't care about damage on your units versus blue green villainy. Not really.
That's why I don't like control decks in this game, because you're reactive. You're super reactive.
Yeah.
And I do not like being reactive in this game.
I do prefer to have like a game plan. Like this is how I win the game.
Yeah. Well, mulligan.
Oh.
You play a Sentinel and your opponent just kills it, and you're like, well,
Well,
that's too bad.
well,
Kill a Plo Koon or whatever.
What of these do I resource?
Use Palpatine. I'll show you this Shock Squad.
Dogmatic.
I think you probably only hit on that about 50% of the time in this deck, considering it's Data Vault, and I think there's like 12 or maybe 15 plot cards.
You get to look at 5.
You can look at 5, yeah. Because it's Shock Squad, Palpatine, Cad Bane, Sly.
I don't even think Cad is like really that good of a unit, right? Because you defeat something like
2
or less.
Yeah,
that's basically nothing. It feels like nothing.
It kills a spy, so there's that.
All right, I'll play the Padawan.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass. I'll that other card back.
Merciless.
You've killed yet another Padawan. I'll play Vera Nestra and spend a force to ready here.
I'll take initiative.
I'll attack you for 3 and get a force. And we don't use it here. Actually, yeah, we don't use it because you could take her down either way. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna play a Gungi.
I'll use Palp. I'll show you Sly.
Okay. I'm gonna Obi Wan Gungi.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna play a Padawan to get the force back. I'll pass.
Tech.
The tech. I'm gonna hit you for 3. Actually, sorry. I'm gonna Obi Wan the Padawan. We'll do that first.
I'll trench Gungi.
I'll attack you for 3.
I'll take initiative.
I'll play Vera Nestra. I'll deploy Obi Wan. I'll attack you for 3 and buff Vera Nestra. And then I'll attack you for 4. And I'll surprise strike you for another 3. Screw it. Alright, pass. I feel like I have to resource here. even though I don't really want to. Okay.
Is it running condemn? It is running condemn. Running 2 condemns. Which seems good. I just haven't drawn it. I'll play Sly.
We'll have Gungi kill the super laser tech.
I'll use Palp. I'll show you this Palp.
I'm going to Maz you and hit you for 3. I'll buff Maz.
I'm taking initiative.
I'll Jar Jar Veranestra and hit you for 4. And then the youngling I'll hit you for 1. And then I'll pass.
We're blasting.
I'll play blue leader.
I'll take initiative.
I'll play Anakin Skywalker. And I'll pass.
Play a Walker. I'll mill this Avenger.
I'll Maz and hit you for 4.
I'll use Palpatine. Nothing.
Oh, Obi Wan, blue leader.
Take initiative.
I'll hit you for 4. I'll pass. I think I actually had a slight sequencing error that turn. He only had 1. I should have attacked with blue leader, or Obi Wan, blue leader, then attack with Anakin to get the Force back.
Fight Maz. Mill the Vigilance.
I will attack you for 2.
No glory.
I'll play Veranestra.
I'll deploy Palpatine. I'll show you Palp. These. I think it's just going to be. So if I play this, costs 3, and I can't play Palpatine. I can play CAD. Right? The CAD's 2. So I can play CAD. And then I can play Palpatine. Make spies. And no CAD kill.
Give Veranestra General's Blade.
Well, I'll kill Anakin.
I take initiative.
I die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you attack with Palpatine there, then I can KO Veranestra.
Alright.
I think... did you have any way to kill... Did you have another Palpatine in your hand to play on the following turn?
Like a unit?
Yeah. Palpatine unit.
I don't think so.
Because I think you have to take initiative there if Veranestra presents lethal, because nothing on the board could kill her, fortunately, because she was at 7. You could tap something to kill her action 1, and then it would take a surprise strike from Anakin to kill you.
Yeah, I could have killed her next turn. I guess that I could have done Shock Squad instead of the Palpatine Chancellor. But I guess I was just worried about you killing the Shock Squad on the board.
Yeah, well, this deck runs Waylay, right?
Yeah, you just Waylay it.
There's every chance I Waylay. That was a Kelleran-less win. I had Sneak Attack in my hand. It was no Leia, no Kelleran. I was just like, I think if I had Leia, the turn you played Sly, then I think you would have taken, like, Leia would have just like counteracted the Sly,
exactly.
and you would have taken.
That's kind of what I was worried about.
Like a crazy amount of damage.
I still took a pretty crazy amount of damage that turn anyway.
Yeah, even through.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the Dogmatic would have been like the more prudent option.
Until I hit you breaking in.
Playing breaking in?
No.
Surprise Strike's not rotating, is it? Did it get reprinted in?
It was reprinted in the second set. I don't think it's been reprinted since.
Okay, so maybe breaking.
Daring Raid was reprinted in the third set, but I don't think Daring Raid has been reprinted. There was Resupply was reprinted in the third set, but has not been reprinted. There's like some random commons that have been reprinted in the last 3, but for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what those were. Okay, well,
it'll be weird not having a surprise strike if that does happen.
All right.
Use Palpatine. I'll show you Sly.
Gungi.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Never not have it.
Obi Wan.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Comedian 7 consecutive watch streak. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wowee wahoo.
Still entrenched. Yeah, ISB agent, Vapor Probe droid reprinted. I know, right? So blessed.
I'll take initiative.
Use Palpatine. Nothing.
Deploy Obi Wan.
I'll play Timely Super Laser Tech. I'll smash in Palpatine. Or into Obi-Wan.
This Obi-Wan, my leader Obi-Wan.
The leader one.
I'm gonna play Blue.
Use Palpatine. Nothing.
I'll attack you for 3 and buff Blue.
Take initiative.
I'll pass.
I'll no glory Plo Koon.
I'm gonna play Anakin Skywalker.
I'll use Palpatine. Play the Chancellor.
I'm gonna gun Obi Wan into you for 5, and I'll buff Anakin.
Take initiative.
I'll pass.
Blast.
Gungi.
Take initiative.
Leia. Is it worth tossing her down there in the ground arena? I don't think so. I'll pass for now.
First light, shoot Leia out of the sky. I draw a card.
I'm gonna color in. Very extra.
I'll use Palpatine. Nothing.
Thank you for 3.
Take initiative.
Buff Gungi. Attack you for 3. Pass. Resource nothing.
I'll overwhelming barrage to kill a Kellerian.
Goodbye.
Waylaid. I'll play Slimewar.
I'll play Leia.
Take initiative.
We'll send her to the ground arena. Attack you for 3. Buff Veranestra. Attack you for 4. Pass.
Blast.
I'll play a blue leader.
Condemn. Gotta read it. Does a lot of stuff.
I'll take initiative. Resource nothing. I'll play a Youngling Padawan.
We'll just get this guy out of here. I don't know if this is the right play or not, but I feel like I've just been sitting around doing nothing all these games. Just showing you everything. Okay, I'll play Slymore for 1. I'll play Shock Squad for 6. I'll play a Palpatine. Make spies.
I'm gonna play the Shock Squad.
I'll fight Padawan.
I'll take initiative.
I'll restock. I'll restock the restock and No Glory and a Super Laser Blast and a Super Laser Blast. Is that then saying I'll do Entrenched. Put them on the bottom of their decks in a random order. Okay. All right, I'll pass.
I'll resource nothing. I'll homage you for 8.
I'll fight blue.
I'm playing Obi Wan.
Timely. A Walker. So when played, I'll mill a takedown, and I'll ambush Obi Wan. And where's my 3 damage? I'll mill a Cad Bane.
That should have resource there. Should have resource. I'll Obi Wan Maz.
I'll fight Maz.
I'll take initiative.
Take it for 6.
There, I'll give it to you.
Finally.
All right. I don't really want to play this matchup anymore.
It's pretty horrible. I don't want to play this deck anymore, so it works great.
Stream's over. I'm moving on.
Yeah. Maybe one day Control and Star Wars will not be this. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's so this yellow hero deck is all in on damage, and it's not playing like Spark plus Ahsoka like this.
You would just side those in, right? Like,
yeah, I think I would play some amount of those because I think they're just like really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think the matchup like plummets if there's like a little bit of hand disruption here. So.
Oh yeah, I won a game. Wow. It didn't feel good.
Just, yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not pogging in my mind, sneak attacking Leia or whatever, doing fun stuff.
If I had resourced, I could have snuck attack Plo in, and that would have hit you for 6. But I didn't resource. My hand was Plo, sneak attack, and surprise strike. So I was trying to get that last bit of damage in. And
at that point, my hand's like 8 cards, and they all kill something though. So
you had 2 resources open.
Oh, that turn, yeah.
So you would have taken 6, which would have counteracted the reinforcement walker. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but from there, I just kind of slowly lose the game. It's weird because like I need a certain amount of resources to do the big damage to you from some. And honestly, I think if I had seen one more Kelleran, I probably could put that game away. Because the big thing about Kelleran, when you sneak attack him in for damage, one, he could do just like 9 or something, like depending on how you hit.
Just straight up.
He leaves an extra body behind, so it's not like you just threw away like a huge threat. Yeah, I saw one Kelleran, didn't see a second or a third, so the game had gone pretty long. The Leias were pretty good though.
The Leias were definitely good.
Yeah, Leias were good. Leia's basically Leia plus like 1 or 2 units demands a super laser blast by herself. Yeah, all right, we're done here. What are we doing tomorrow? Is there anything to do tomorrow? Should we stream tomorrow?
So there's no other decks I want to play.
Yeah. We're probably just gonna stream Wednesday then.
Okay.
We'll probably skip tomorrow. Save myself a drive here. In holiday traffic. And then we'll stream.
Wednesday will be the real holiday traffic.
Wednesday might be slightly worse, but there's so many people who leave on this weekend. There was some like really stupid traffic on my way here today, and normally the traffic on Sunday is like easy. It's like, but there was like a Clemson home game, and so yeah, you got people who they get in the lanes they shouldn't be in. They don't know they're not supposed to be in that
no business
lane.
there.
I'm saying that applies to the fast drivers too, because the fast drivers, you have like this stupid combination of where the slow drivers get in the far left lane, and then that enrages the maniacs, and then the maniacs are like trying to whip around everybody who's
maniacs are all in giant trucks.
Yeah, I had the dude was hauling like lumber, cut between me and a car in front of me, and we had exactly 1 car length. That dude cut from the left lane in front of me so that he could then do that again to the people next to me.
Good lord.
So yeah, that guy. I usually reserve double birds for my friends when I'm beating them in games, but honestly, that guy deserved it. So
hands off the steering wheel, double bird given.
Yeah,
that's traffic safety 101. All right, y'all. Thanks for
watching.
You
just gotta let some people know.
We'll be back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We'll see you.